next to it over there is 120 Collins Street, a 60-storey building.
His works are extensive. His domain, the tempting, glittering towers of Mammon that seem to flout the very heavens. Have you ever thought you might be building monuments to yourself?
I don't think so. I mean, really, it's just been business, you know, keeping the boys employed, trying to earn a dollar and earn a living.
That's probably what the pharaohs said.
Could be. Were they building monuments themselves, were they?
Yeah, but they were creating work as well, Bruno, and making money.
Well, that's right, yeah.
And look what they did for tourism.
That's right.
So let me get this right. Where did the Rialto, where does that come up to in this tower?
About halfway.
Oh, so it's only a baby compared to this.
It's only a baby compared to this, yeah.
Of course, if you really want to attract tourists to a building, it has to be the biggest building in the world. Bruno is working on it.
It's quite a beautiful thing, isn't it?
I like it. Do you like it?
Yes, I do, yes.
This fantastic dream will cost more than $1 billion to realise. Like some giant mirrored Egyptian obelisk, it will rise 580 metres from Melbourne's docklands. 20,000 people will live, work and play here. And of course, best of all, it will leave the world's tallest buildings lost in the clouds 100 metres below.
And up to half a kilometre, it's not so bad. They've been done and they work, you know, they work around the world. We're just adding another 80, 100 metres to sort of try and keep it the tallest building in the world for a long time.
I thought in Melbourne, when you made your pile, you moved to South Yarra or Toorak. This is a working class suburb.
Well, I was born in Carlton and my dad came here when I was about 12 and bought
Bruno Grollo has always guarded his privacy. In the past, interviews were rarely granted and newspapers had to content themselves with tilting at his admittedly eccentric tastes. Casa del Mato, what does that mean?
House of the Madman.
House of the Madman?
House of the Madman.
As with the famous mural depicting Grollo family history on the walls of his fortress in Melbourne's working-class Thornbury, the exterior trappings prepare the visitor for what lies within. Well, that's huge. How big's that?
It's a big bear. It's 11'6" from the nose down to the tail. That's how they measure them. It's one of the
unusual to say the least is his remarkable fondness for stuffed specimens, particularly his namesake, the bear. I think the bear might be your totem animal.
You think so?
Yeah. You're a bit of a bear-like bloke, aren't you?
I don't know, I mean, if you say so.
Would you shoot one?
No, I wouldn't shoot one. I wouldn't shoot anything.
Ask anyone. Even his enemies will tell you Bruno's got balls.
You see what I mean? That's how long I've played.
That's more reassuring. It's an indulgence probably costing more than the average Australian house. Bruno claims he only built it for the kids.
Now, when I put it in, they told me that down the other one in the home is the White House, the president.
Oh, Bill Clinton. Yeah, he'd be a bowler.
It's probably why I put it in, just to be a smart ass, you know?
I'd love one.
No, you'd never use it, I'll tell you.
You're right, it's a bloody silly game.
It is, a silly...
Let's go and have a beer. It's cold in here.
It is cold in here.
The search for spiritual enlightenment can lead down some pretty unusual byways. Bruno has discovered transcendental meditation, and he funds and supports the Maharishi Vedic Education Centre in what was once a Jesuit seminary. This activity is known as yogic flying. To do this is considered evidence that the devotee has achieved a high level of consciousness and tight buttocks. Can you do that?
No, I've done the course, but I haven't lifted off yet.
You can't get off the ground?
No, I can't get off the ground.
In business and pleasure, it's Bruno's motto: if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
The bread!
Oh, no! What a disaster.
When the Grollos get together, it's straight out of La Dolce Vita. Win an invitation to dinner at Casa del Mato, and you will experience the very best of multicultural Australia.
You, my darling, good help.
Your health.
May we all live together, and your health too, and everybody else's health. And may we all live a long time, healthy and happy.
Cheers. The only dampener in the evening is the fact that Bruno's wife Dina is still making a slow and painful recovery from that stroke she suffered during the trial.
Is it hard for Dina that she wasn't able to cook the meal, that you had to do it?
That's what she's been up since for the last hour, a couple of hours actually, because she can't get out there and help us, you know. This was her job, not mine, wasn't it, Dowie?
It's
You'll be all right. Now, another 12 months and you'll be doing the cooking too, all right?
Bruno's devotion is touching to observe. A man who once dedicated his life to work, he now brings that same energy to the rehabilitation of his wife.
You're going to keep going. You're tough. Eh? You want to get better, don't you? Yeah, she gets very depressed when I leave. Every morning I leave to come to the office for a couple of hours, she cries, you know. She wants me to be around. She's really become very clingy since the stroke and doesn't want to see me go or leave home, you know. She wants me home with her all the time. And I stay home as much as I can.
For both of them, it's a time of rehabilitation. For her to reclaim her lost speech and the use of her right arm. And for him, the biggest building job of all, the repair of his reputation.
No.
Although a jury says not guilty, there's always going to be a percentage of the community who will say, oh, Bruno Grollo, he's a crook.
That's quite possible. I don't know.
It
I hope
sticks,
not.
doesn't it?
It probably does stick, yeah. It could very well stick. It's hard getting the hard road back now. It's a hard road back. But we're going to make it, kid.